Good day, I'm Adrian Atkinson and this is JIS News for Thursday, December 9, 2021. Regulations to strengthen the operations of the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA was approved by the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The regulations empower the Director General to establish a use of force policy and stipulate that all MOCA officers be guided by this in exercising their powers. It also addresses procedures to obtain a search warrant, the power to arrest, searches and seizures, as well as for detention, treatment and questioning. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says it is important that clear guidelines are provided for officers as they carry out their duties.
As with other law enforcement organizations around the world, it is crucial to have formal investigative protocols written to both enhance and preserve the investigative process. The regulations proposed for approval are a guide to best practice to ensure consistency in the investigation of MOCA cases, and that investigation to be conducted in accordance with these regulations to the greatest extent possible.
Dr. Chang says the regulations will also give the public and strategic partners a clear guide on how the agency is to operate in its investigations and prosecution of serious crimes. Since inception, MOCA has conducted 452 operations, resulting in 305 charges and 217 convictions. So far this year, the agency has undertaken 13 operations with 23 individuals charged. There are currently 136 persons before the courts, arising from 73 cases.
It is our belief that these regulations will put MOCA in an even stronger footing to achieve even greater successes in the investigation and prosecution of serious crimes in Jamaica this time.
The mandate of MOCA is to investigate and prosecute serious crimes, which includes major organized crimes, corruption and cyber crimes. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is expressing confidence in the island's economic recovery, largely spurred by real estate and construction sector, which he says grew by 5.2% during the height of the pandemic.
The real estate industry, the construction industry continues to boom in the pandemic, and we are confident that that boom will drive us out of the fallout in economic activity and lead to a stronger and better recovery.
Mr. Holness was speaking on Tuesday at the groundbreaking for the $3.7 billion One Belmont corporate building in New Kingston. The project is being spearheaded by Cygnus Real Estate Finance and O'Dare Holdings Limited. It will feature 79,000 square feet of Class A corporate office spaces and is designed for the post-pandemic workspace with touchless elevators, doors and bathroom fixtures, as well as an automated infrared camera system. The complex is slated for completion by April 2023. The Ministry of Tourism will be implementing a special winter tourist season capacity building support program for the island's craft traders. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett made the announcement in a statement this morning. He says the Tourism Enhancement Fund (TEF) is spearheading the initiative. It will provide grants to licensed craft vendors to help them prepare for the anticipated influx of tourists during the winter tourist season, which begins on December 15. Mr. Bartlett and a team of key officials from his ministry, as well as the TEF and other public bodies, kick-started consultations with stakeholders earlier today during a meeting with craft representatives in Ocho Rios. Prior to today's meeting, representatives of the Port Authority of Jamaica, Tourism Product Development Company, the Jamaica Vacations Limited JAMVAC, and other tourism entities had met to review the dispatch system at cruise ports. Those discussions were to ensure that COVID-19 compliant and TPD co-certified craft markets across the resort areas are able to get more traffic from cruise visitors to secure well-needed tourism earnings. According to the Jamaica Tourist Board, since August 2021, Jamaica has welcomed 16,237 cruise ship passengers from 10 cruise calls. An additional $3.7 million is being pumped into the gender-based violence initiatives of the Bureau of Gender Affairs. The donation from the Canada Fund for Local Initiatives will support the economic and psychosocial support offered to survivors of gender-based violence at national shelters. High Commissioner of Canada to Jamaica, Emina Tudakovic, says 14 women and children will receive psychosocial support, learning resource kits and care packages. They will also learn practical skills in hydroponic container gardening to build their capacity for self-reliance.
I'm also pleased to announce that in strengthening the efforts of the Government of Jamaica through the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Canada will also contribute Jamaican I think it's $3,075,000, that's Canadian 25,000, to the National Shelter Project.
And finally, 20 garbage drums were distributed to residents of Flank and Providence Heights in St. James earlier this week to encourage proper waste disposal. The drums were distributed on Tuesday by the National Solid Waste Management Authority through Western Parks and Markets WPM Waste Management Limited. As part of the NSWMA's Drummer the Gate initiative, WPM's acting regional operations manager Jermaine Jones encouraged the residents to use the containers for what they are intended and to refrain from illegal dumping. And that's it for the JIS News today. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.